Attention, little people, I have an announcement.
These commentaries were originally recorded from April to June of 2024. I love the show and people and the focus of the positive, but with all that said, here's what is more. The guests love the show and people too, but are allowed to speak their mind. The critiques they share and opinions they bear are only theirs, not mine.
I think you mean ours?
Well, yeah.
Opinions are kinda like jellyfish, shiny and they're flown and change shape a lot. Not all opinions shared banter reflect our true and current thought. These have been re-edited to keep the commentary in sync. I only muted what I wanted to cut so the track can show a link. So if you hear some silence, you'll understand why, folks. And me and Kev apologize for our incessant inside jokes. Lastly, not all commentaries turned out as good as others. Some days it didn't flow as well, but we always recovered.
And if you're not watching the show along with our commentary, you might be confused as to what we're talking about, which is kind of a given. But if you're like a crazy super fan who knows every detail of every episode, have at it. With all of that out of the way,
Enjoy the show!
Go. Okay, Larry. Welcome back to VeggieTales Fan-Commentaries. We are watching Rack, Shack, and Benny. And I'm going to compare every single bit of this to Remolded. I'm going to be like, Remolded did this better. I personally like how the original handled this. Remolded did this better. Remolded did this better. This looked better in Remolded. There was an alternate scene here in Remolded. They cut this part in Remolded. I'm just going to compare it to Remolded the whole time. I'm Finn.
I'm Kev.
And hi, I'm J0shSK, and I helped work on Remolded as one of the editors. Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
And if you all want to hear an actual commentary on Remolded, because I was kidding what I said a second ago, I'm not actually going to do that. That would be annoying. If you want to hear an actual commentary on Remolded, me and Kev and the creator of Remolded did the commentary on Remolded.
We did?
We did.
Wow.
Yeah, Larry, we did.
That's awesome.
I sure think so.
The audio for the episode cut out.
What's that?
The audio
for
for
the episode
episode's gone.
No, did it just now cut out?
There we go, it's back.
Sounds like.
Is it back now?
No, it's gone again.
Okay, I can hear it.
Is
I
it
think
gone?
it just like muted for some reason.
Can you hear it, Kev?
No.
Really?
Okay, no. I thought I heard it for a bit, but no.
How about now? Still no?
It's I hear it for like a couple seconds every now and again.
Yeah, I think that's more just Finn's mic picking up on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because of my lack of headphones?
Oh, I just heard it.
Yeah, I heard it for a bit too.
Are you hearing it like from my headphones, or are you actually hearing it?
Oh, I hear it again. Hold on.
I hear it again.
Okay, yeah, I think that was your headphones.
This is spooky. So you can't hear it?
Yeah. It's
For
not
sure.
spooky, it's freaky.
Freaky. Also, that shot of Bob staring, I know scared some people. Maybe only one.
Really?
But yeah. You all can't hear it now, right?
Over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we
If
go.
not, tell me, I can fix
Do we
it.
restart or?
No. I like a good blooper. Plus, like, what are we
Okay.
talking about watching the theme song? We're about to watch the whole theme song again in
Okay.
this episode, so I'm not too worried about that. They're all the rage. My voice is killing me. I've been screaming in my car recording.
You
some-
aren't dead. You lied.
Isn't that a little dangerous?
You aren't dead. You lied. Your voice didn't kill you.
My voice is dead, but I'm not dead.
I can hear
I'm able-
you.
Well, my voice manipulation is dead. My actual voice is still present.
You aren't supposed to be a manipulator, Finn. That's not very nice.
Yeah, well, it always puts me on top. I'm in power. I'm in charge. The only way I can remain in charge is by manipulating and exploiting the people around me.
Now Dexter knows that it's a bad show.
Now Dexter knows that's a bad
So
shit.
he doesn't watch it. He's not cool.
I'm Bob. I'm a tomato, and I manipulate and exploit the people around me.
Would
Kiss.
Dexter be
Son of
allowed to
God.
watch our commentaries?
What's that?
Would Dexter be allowed to watch our commentaries?
I don't know. Maybe now. This was like 30 years ago. 30 whole years ago. Larry didn't have eyes, by the way. They weren't just under the oven mitt, they just weren't on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have like clipped too. I'm pretty sure from like experimenting in Blender for a while, just knowing that the model would probably just like clip through, so they just get rid of the eyes instead.
Yeah. I guess that's one way to do it.
So I'm pretty sure in remolded, obligatory mention of that, but like I'm pretty sure in remolded the eyes are still underneath and you can see them briefly.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I think you're right because his oven mitt flips up a few times and you can see part of his eyes.
Shows that Play-Doh mustache.
Why, I'm George. Anything that goes in or out of Nez chocolate gotta come by me.
Come by me.
Speaking of which, it's almost 8 o'clock.
Shows that really cool gradient background on that.
Delivered. Here comes Laura now. The Lunt and George podcast. We've mentioned it before, but I love it so much.
Oh yes. I remember those. Those are good videos.
So this is my first time watching the original Rack Shack and Benny in a long time. I've watched Remolded.
I thought you were gonna say just in general, and I was gonna be very shocked.
Yeah, watching it is very strange after watching Remolded.
It's
Yes.
a lot rougher on the eyes than it was before Remolded came out.
It doesn't look bad, but definitely not Remolded quality.
People who also use
That's impressive. Watching Laura fly with her eyes not emoting is kind of strange.
Yeah.
It's
much
she's kind of peeved.
experience, I guess.
She's default posing here. Although, if you notice, Mr. Lunt was given a big toothy grin as he went down.
Yeah, he's happy.
Even from
Also,
far away, thought he wasn't just T-posing. They made him smile.
Also, those the clouds are all gone because we're inside now. But outside, like fellow Vegas pro users will recognize, and those clouds just look like they just took like an automatic like gradient thing, like they just did blue and white, and then they just like made that the sky like an automatic thing because this is like before they got like J0shSK and whatnot. I think I missed J0shSK. I know how to say it, but I just
No, you're right.
Yeah, that's it.
These machines still
Bob
are
is floating.
like pretty fun.
Junior is floating. They're floating. Obligatory mention because people seem to talk a lot about that. I like how that P's head is staying in place, but his like little, I guess, rest of his body are moving.
Where did the yellow tape go on that box in that one shot? Oh no!
I will reiterate, people who just listen.
But wait, where's Jerry holding his hat?
True. People who just listen to the commentaries and don't watch an episode with them. I hope you know the episodes really well, so you know everything we're talking about. We have the low frame rate here. Also, I forgot to mention, in the song, we have two examples of a little, I guess, trope, visual gag I really like, of the camera angle moving away, and the character still wants to be in the camera, and they're trying to get back in the camera. When Mr. Lunt goes, when he's, what's he saying? He's like, with all this work we do, we've got no time for sympathy. The camera's panning away, and he's trying to put his head back in. And then when Junior goes, it isn't very fun, they're panning away, and he's trying to stick his head back in.
Animation wise, for whatever reason, this was the episode as a kid I noticed the most like animation. It was like as a kid, even more so than like Sleepy Beauty for whatever reason. Like the way my brain works, I think it was just because like, oh, this is an Oli episode, so I'm more prone to like notice stuff. Maybe I don't know, but like now it's like but now also like now I notice like from rewatching these episodes so much, like those brief like moments where you can see like characters clipping and whatnot through each other and whatnot.
Too bad it's not as perfect as Remolded, because Remolded is a master.
Josh,
ignore any potential like clipping here and there, but I think that just adds to the charm.
Yeah, me too.
Josh, has the sound gone away for you too?
A bit.
I can go get earbuds
and
see if that fixes it.
Yeah, I think it's coming through your headphones again, Finn.
This is right now. Give me a second, I'll go fix it, okay?
This is so well done.
Yeah. Wait, what happened to What happened to Lenny screaming, "Endless Bunny"?
Endless Bunnies was cut from this version of Rack, Shack, and Benny.
Yeah,
their
what the heck
pupils
was up there?
so strange. Their pupils looked a little bit weird there, kind of sideways. We could use
Well, and also
bunnies
there's
as
one of the episodes where they zoom up on the eyes and you can see like this is before they like could like smooth stuff out so you can see like the edges and whatnot, which I know God is a fan of like that style of like seeing the edges of the model.
He did mention that, yeah.
He's got that polygon fetish.
Okay.
Is this true, Gord? Confirm or deny below. A long
Speaking of which, speaking of I don't know where I was going with that. Now I just sound bizarre because now we have Mama Spell just showing up.
Kev says,
No,
Josh says, speaking of which,
balloon moms.
Balloon mom.
Oh God, no, that makes it sound even worse in the context.
Is that it for you, Josh? The balloon mom?
Oh no.
You're into floating balloon mom?
No. I was gonna make a joke about someone who previously may have been one of the biggest Amphibia fans in the VeggieTales fandom, but now I want to take that title away from him.
If you think of me.
I should have thought of that joke before I just started saying it, and then a touching moment happened.
You're good. You're good. I like the stretchiness. I miss the stretchiness of VeggieTales. I miss the squash.
Finn.
Oh, right.
Speaking
of which, the closer I was just talking about.
Oh no.
Let's not talk about stretchiness, Finn.
We don't talk about Bruno.
The shadow's gone, Dean.
I like how the peas are like moving as they chew. Like they can't just chew. They have to like
I do.
dance.
I just move
kind of dance as they chew.
every time I chew.
Me too. I kind of like I stim in my seat as I chew.
That is Mr. Lon.
Appreciate you, boss. I love Mr. Lunt's stim. Also, the frame rate again. I do love.
No.
Oh wait. Hey Finn, we should listen for Percy moaning.
Oh, hear it.
I see a bunch of peas on the ground.
Oh yeah, I heard my name too.
Oh.
Oh, was that baby Jacob moaning?
Oh, people. For your lovely gift of chocolate. I love chocolate. Yeah. Bob would definitely say chocolate.
Yeah.
But you three
Come
are
on, the
standing
little
up.
one doesn't fall into that big vat of milk. Then he'll be more hydrated or something.
This is sitting and this is standing. I'm standing.
He's standing.
What are your names,
Boys. Junior's voice sounded almost like Lisa for a second there. When he said I'm Meshach, he sounded less like Junior and more like Lisa.
Well, Finn, time I explain something to you.
Huh?
You see, Lisa is Junior.
What? Lisa is the voice of Junior?
Wait a minute.
I really like to imagine the voice actors are their characters, but I don't do that with Lisa because it makes things kind of weird.
You see, Lisa was in one of those hot vegetable suits.
Oh yeah, the Bob and Larry show.
Yeah.
I wonder if she'll be in the Phil and Mike show.
Suits. I thought you meant that in a very different way.
No, in the Phil and Mike show teaser, if you've seen it,
yes,
about how hot and sweaty the suits are that they had to wear. Which I still don't take as canon, but it is a cool idea.
I think VeggieTales isn't supposed to have a very serious canon. Shocking.
True. I can't watch this and imagine there are people in costumes because the VeggieTales live show.
I was so disappointed in you when the trailer first came out, and you were like nowhere near as fond of it as I was.
I didn't know how to feel about it. I was like, huh? More than anything, I was shocked and confused
at the time.
Well, I was shocked. I was confused, and I was trying to figure out.
Slightly embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to figure out if what I was watching was real. After watching it like 10 times, I do really, really like it, and I'm excited for it.
Okay, good.
It was just a weird concept. When I first watched it, I couldn't tell if it was like a little joke thing or if he was going to make a real show. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. Especially the whole vegetable suit thing. I was like, is that now canon? don't know. It felt strange, but I
I
did
like that
like
little reaction shot of Lily being annoyed about him getting even closer.
it. And Mr. Nezer's like, personal
Also,
space.
maybe original Ratchet and Benny is just a sequel to Remoted. Like he just relapsed and when everyone called him out, he just fired a bunch of the walkers except for like a couple.
Wait, I like that idea. This is a sequel. He fired all the original characters from Remolded, and
He
Rakshak
doesn't learn his lessons very well.
they go through the entire story again because he relapsed. I actually love that. We taught you this lesson, old man. And I forgot.
He gets a little confused sometimes.
I have suggestive listening, and dementia is all that I need. Nobody's to come out.
Also, we have some somewhat shorter movements on Nizzle before Toilet Save Christmas. Wow.
Phil said he missed the dancing bunnies in Remolded.
Yeah,
that was
and that's why it's ruined now.
Phil himself
Where was the
like,
people
I like
complaining in the YouTube premiere chat that they missed the dancing bunnies? I didn't see that.
Well, because somebody, or Dario, had tweeted to Phil, and he was like, "Hey, Phil, I animated the bunny song. Did you like it?" And Phil was like, "Yeah, but I missed the dancing bunnies." And Dario was like, "Oh,
No.
working a bunny." The bunny. Yeah! I love when Nezzy goes, yeah! Okay, like, the remolded version was, much more cinematographic, cinematographic.
Cinematography?
There was more cinematography.
There's more cinnamon in it as well, yeah.
Cinematography in Remolded, but in this one there is it's still epic is what I'm trying to say. It still looks really nice. The glass texture is nice. That shot of Junior and Larry looking at Bob when he was talking, I don't remember that shot for the life of me. I do not remember ever seeing that shot. It does not ring a bell, yeah. That shot where Mr. Nezri's pupils get really big and he says Bad Bunny, I remember because I used it in the thumbnail before.
Also, I think sometimes like the pupil isn't even like stretching that much when the eye goes up and down. Like it's just staying a consistent size, which doesn't consistent size, which doesn't happen that much.
True. I'm gonna break my promise and do what I promised not to do. I'm gonna mention Remolded here. I really loved the music beginning the ceremony, and I really liked the pause of the I like that, and I like the pause. I like when they're looking outside and they just look
Yeah,
shocked.
I remember
Yes,
that was like when I did the animatic, that was one of the few things that I got like notes on. Like I had to do a second pass on that thing just to make that like dramatic pause longer, and then I think it got extended even more in animation.
Yeah.
Everyone just fell.
Also, one of them never bows.
Kind of funny.
Maybe they're stuck. Let's find out. I wish I had.
That one guy is just turning around looking at them.
Let's find out.
Funny.
Yeah, there is one guy who's like completely rebelling. Not only is he not bowing, but he's even turning the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I find VeggieTales like contraption designs really fun, like in this and like the astonishing contraption of silliness and whatnot.
Me
like,
too.
The really fun designs.
They're very wacky.
Yeah.
But no, you're right, Kev, about this looking so different after Remolded. It still doesn't look bad. Just so different.
Yeah.
So different.
Yeah, especially because I like when I was working on Remoted, I was checking on the progress in the like crew Google Drive like every day basically just to see if there was any new like shots and whatnot. So I got like so used to that version that it's like, oh yeah, the episode that I watched several years, and was also scared of for a brief period of time when I was really young because I was scared of the shot where Bob just almost gets flamed.
Yeah.
Josh, how many times have you seen Remolded in full now?
I don't think I can count just because of like what I said.
Same.
But like the final version I've seen at least a good amount of times, probably about I don't know, probably 10 at least. I don't know.
Yo, dang, you beat me.
Wow.
Josh
think
being
I'm-
based
I think
as
I'm at
usual.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Probably not
I've
the
seen it
notes.
maybe.
We can't see him. No.
I think 5 times. I'm due to watch it again. I might watch it in bed tonight if I get done with these early enough. Y'all got me thinking about it now. Larry's dance is so I don't want to say choppy, just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably because like this was Warren Smith's like second episode working on. He just like was asked to animate this entire segment.
Did he animate the whole segment by himself?
I'm pretty sure in the credits it says that, and I'm pretty sure like he may have modeled the set. I do like this. I like the remolded set, but I also like this like
That
little
is-
set.
That is very
I like that
impressive.
little
if
like
that's true.
alpaca thing in the background.
Yeah, me too. I like that too. There is something charming, like you said, Josh, about this episode as it is without being updated, but remolded is a lot better.
Yeah, it definitely is. Just because of like, and a part of it is just because like, of course it is because of like how much animation has progressed. That now like there's a free software that can do more than the like $100 one that they used back then.
True. Also, I missed Junior's his
Cheesy rodent.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
cheesy rodent logo. And your mother confused with someone else.
I know my friend Spartan Dash really likes the way the dwarves look in this version, just because they don't look like any vegetable. They just look like little mutant freaks, and that's really funny.
Yeah.
They're beans. They're little beans. That's my headcanon. I don't know if that's true.
I like that Sean Larry's picking his butt.
Check it out, Bob. Check it out, Bob. Look at it, Bob.
Happy Pride Month, everyone!
Bob's like, I see it, Larry. I see it every night and every day.
Speaking of remoted, this is being recorded after I saw in our crew server, I saw the like progression of that Pride Month community post thing.
Wait, what? The
Oh, and on the remoted community
Oh
tab.
yeah. That was great. I love that. I've been having a genuine theological discussion with someone in the comments about it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we joked that was gonna probably happen and whatnot.
It's been fun. It's been fun to go back and forth. But comments aside, the post was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think a lot of remolded fans were kind of put off. They were like, "What? VeggieTales remolded supports Tried. Good thing you're not making another project, am I right?" I was happy to see it.
I thought it was funny.
Me too.
But I'm sure someone a fanatic of technological equipment wasn't really happy with it.
The fanatic of technological equipment is crazy. I like it. Can you tell me what the trouble is? Am I losing my mind?
Oh no, the pipe! No!
Did he clip through it?
Yeah, his dad was briefly doing it.
Dang, he's gonna need somebody to park the waters now. After he
I
calls
like
a
him
leak in the pipe.
just using the conveyor to just travel.
Come on, boys, you think that's funny? Funny? Like I said, my voice is dead. You're paying for your crime, but to show you what kind of guy I am, I'll ask you one more time. Plastic, isn't it, young? The song. Will you or will you not wear the thong?
It is really fascinating. Wow, it was really fascinating to see to look back and see the like slow progression as the only big idea crew's getting more like experience, and especially like the big turning point in like Fib and then Madame Blueberry and Moonweed, and then they switched to Maya and whatnot.
It is cool to see, yeah. In this episode,
because there's some nice like expression, and there's still like this factory set's still like pretty complex for 1995, like
To
12th
me,
episode.
Yeah, it came out I think just before Toy Story, if I'm right. Could be just
Same
after.
month, maybe maybe a month before.
And it looks, in my opinion, less uncanny. I'm not going to say the animation is better. It's just less nerve-wracking. Not nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
it's less unsettling to look at.
Because of the art direction and art style, like it can't age as much because they intentionally went for a more simple cartoony style.
Exactly, yeah. I really
Except
like
for those
the chocolate.
terrifying buddies, which I think work.
Those are genuinely freaky.
And scary.
I did not know for a long time. I do know freaky. I did not know for a long time that the guards' chase cars were bunnies.
I like how big of them as
I thought the guards were just driving random cars.
When I did the anniversary AMV on Blue Dad, and I used that.
That's right. That's right.
So, Josh, how does it feel?
Knowing
that something you've edited is currently sitting at 220,000 views.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's almost a quarter million.
Like, I hope that you know, and people were excited about it. It always had like buzz around it, but it's really nice to see like people like, you know, seeing this goofy project we did just for fun and to attribute this funny little vegetable show.
Watching it to 1 million.
Yeah.
Seeing 220,000 people have actually watched it. Think about how many people know about it. Haven't even seen it.
Oh no, the moment that's gonna get cut.
There they go.
I edited the animatic for this thing that was getting cut, and yeah, I was shocked when I saw it leave, but like I eventually I was never like upset about it, but I definitely like I liked the decision the more I thought about it.
I liked it. I liked it without it. Yeah, I do kind of like Mr. Nezzer arguing with Laura as they fall, like no one's paying attention anymore, type of thing.
Sure, and I like that Laura got to continue to like stand up, ha ha ha, and whatnot. But yeah.
Mr. Nezzer takes away all the urinals in the world. Nobody's ever gonna stand up to pee again.
Crazy.
The light. Okay. I told Gord, I said Remolded should have Gord should have revealed who the fourth guy in the furnace was.
Yeah.
It should have been like Charlie Pincher or
Charlie Pincher. It was Lucy actually.
Just completely ruined the message.
No, it's just
Lucy, burning up.
doing this little song that he sings in between the breaks in the Carrot Top and Sumo of the Opera.
What if it was Archibald? What if Archibald was taking a furnace?
Yeah, and he's dancing like he does in the end, like he does in the end of Remolded.
Oh, Rack, Shack, Biddy. Hello.
His monocle was the really shiny thing.
You should get out before he turns the fire on. Oh.
Like I was saying earlier, the stuff with the furnace was one of like many things when I was really young that like scared me in VeggieTales. Like it was that the dream sequence in Jonah really freaked me out. The nightmare scene in End of Series really freaked me out, and I had to get like I would like run out of the room when like ask my mom when it was over and whatnot. Like when I was young. There was like. I think I was scared of like I was on and off again scared of Binky, the opera singer.
Binky, okay, well, that one I don't get, but I do get into.
Yeah, for a reason, I don't quite get it. Like I think he's funny now, but like I don't know. I was just slightly scared of this CG oddball dancing about.
Fair enough, throwing it back and the like.
Yeah, he really does. It does a show where he just shows his butt.
He does. Is Mr. Nezzer's tie clipping, or is that a little button?
Maybe.
Everybody. Also, I just love the shot of Bob coming at the camera. I'm really glad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know my friend Chloe Pink Delilah T really likes that shot. I was really happy to see that it stayed consistent and remolded just because it's funny to see Bob smiling and approaching you.
Average Chloe win. Also, Larry had some crazy hip swinging going on. We talked about this yesterday with Lynn and Dash. We watched the If I Sing a Silly Song, or as I like to call it, the Ultimate Silly Song Countdown 2. And
I was so excited for that episode when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Hey,
I liked it a lot.
Look for the picture.
Oh look,
of me
it's
in the
dancing!
window.
Everyone, look, it's dancing. That's what I'm saying. Bro.
The building,
Oh, wow,
the scene
there
that
it
was
is.
cut from Remolded that ruined the show for a bunch of people.
But guys,
When I
look
saw
for the
the-
picture of me in
when-
the window.
At
What's that,
this
Kev?
moment in like the community tab, there was someone who was constantly like furious about Petunia not being in this episode.
Oh yeah, I saw. They
Remolded.
waited till after the premiere to start tweaking. The one thing I wish that they had kept was George's his smile and his tooth, shine. I did like that a lot. I wish they'd kept that. That might be my only complaint with Remolded.
They should have just had him jump scale like 5 Nights at Freddy's at the end. I like how it squashed Angry Bob.
As Bob gets more angry, he deflates, he squishes. I'm wet. Right. Yeah, me and Kev had a water balloon fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had a good time.
Yeah,
And we
sounds
drew
like fun.
VeggieTales faces on the water balloons, but Kev kept drawing Wiggles faces. But they didn't look like Wiggles because they were on randomly colored water balloons, and they just looked like creepy drawn men.
They look like those terrifying CG Wiggles like from that one Space movie.
Oh, the
Yeah,
puppets?
from Space Dancing.
Haven't seen the CG ones. The puppet ones I do not like. I do not like the puppets. The puppet Wiggles make me very uncomfortable.
I think this bit is a really good bit, and I think it works better on Remote because you don't have to deal with Bob like just constantly looking at the camera and distracting you.
He's like,
The facial expressions are much better in the Remote. Some good gold expression work. Speaking of which, I got a really exciting preview of something Gold's working on today. Looks
ooh,
pretty fun.
does it involve Archibald?
It does involve Archibald, yeah.
Yes, I got a little preview too.
Now everyone's gonna know Archibald is a character in VeggieTales.
Does it involve
It involves little money people. That's pretty fun.
does it involve Rack Shack and Benny getting a sequel?
Yes, actually, yeah. We're proud to announce the Ultimate Silsong Countdown Ultimate Countdown did.
Every ultimate
Whoa.
countdown did. No way. That's
Yeah,
almost
it's
as
kinda
exciting as
crazy.
Minnesota Cuke, the search for Samson's hairbrush found.
We have that's like the most like clumsy one that also.
Hairbrush found is crazy.
It's not even a thing. We hairbrush found is not a wall.
I like how Larry's eyes moved when he said, "They might think it's pretty cool."
It's trying to.
I said it before and I'll say it again. I really miss Larry's list. Remember?
Yeah.
Should've
Whenever I do my Larry voice and the Blue Dad dubs and whatnot, I automatically just do that just because I don't know. It's I'm not even like trying to do like a perfect impression. I just like that's my go-to way to do Larry.
The list was iconic. I miss it.
I love my lips.
Goodbye, Philly songs.
Goodbye, Kelly Tom.
Yeah, I miss that. Now he's too sophisticated and gruff.
You went to Harvard.
Yeah, now I'm a dad.
If there's one
All the
word that
time.
comes to mind when I think of Larry, it's sophisticated.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I do like the
2010s
saxophone solo that's going on.
2010s did not want him to be silly. They took away his silly songs and made every other character
Yeah,
Take away
true.
my silly thong.
They had Larry call out Archibald for being too silly. Larry was a dad in every episode. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick
Gee,
gets
Finn,
the
it's almost like the
brain
2010s
cell.
episodes were different.
I mean,
What?
times. It's
Bye.
like Patrick got the brain
Bye.
coil in SpongeBob. That was Larry. Okay, bye.